everyone, welcome to Medification. In this video, you will get to know about Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica was first discovered by Loesch in 1875 in dysentery ficus of a patient. Councilman and Lafleur established the pathogenesis of intestinal and hepatic amoebiasis and introduced the term amoebic dysentery and amoebic liver abscess. Some of you might not knowing what is amoebic dysentery, so I will tell. Dysentery is a serious condition in which those patients will suffer to get rid of waste material from the body and to lose blood. That is amoebic dysentery, and then coming to amoebic liver abscess, that when after amoebic dysentery has occurred, parasite may be carried by bloodstream from intestine to the liver. That is also a serious condition. That is amoebic dysentery. Amoebic liver. Then they are mostly common in tropical region where sanitation is very poor. Then it is the third leading parasite causing mortality. That is Entamoeba histolytica is the third leading parasite causing mortality. First comes the malaria and second comes the schist. Now let's study the morphology of Entamoeba histolytica. It mainly occurs in three forms, that is trophozoite, pre-cystic stage and cystic stage. Trophozoite is the growing state of a parasite. It is irregular in shape like this. It is large and actively motile in freshly passed dysenteric stool. That is, patient who have dysentery, those patients' stool is has a large and actively motile Entamoeba like trophozoite. Then it is smaller in convalescence and carrier. Convalescence means those patients who has recovered from this dysentery. Then it occurs freely in the lumen and it is smaller in size. This trophozoite occurs freely in lumen and it is smaller in size, and that state is called minutiform. Then coming to the cytoplasm, it has an ectoplasm and endoplasm. This is the figure of the Entamoeba histolytica. Now you can see the ectoplasm and the endoplasm. The outer ectoplasm is clear, transparent, and the inner endoplasm is having fine granules. It looks like a glass appearance. Then it has food vacuoles. Then a nucleus, erythrocytes, and occasionally they contain leukocytes. And now let's study the pre-cystic stage. It forms by when the trophozoite undergo encystment in the intestinal lumen, like this. It was the trophozoite. When this trophozoite undergo encystment like this. This is the pre-cystic stage. In the pre-cystic stage, before coming to pre-cystic stage, the trophozoite expel all the food vacuoles and become round in shape. And this is the pre-cystic stage of a parasite. It contains a large glycogen vacuole and two chromatid bars. Then it then secretes a highly retractile cystic wall around it and form cyst, and that is called the cystic stage. Then coming to cystic stage, it is spherical in shape, it has single nucleus, it has glycogen mass and a chromatid bodies. Then at cystic stage or the cyst matures, the glycogen mass and the chromatic bodies disappear and the nucleus undergo two successive mitotic division which divide into two, and then they undergo again and form they form four and become the. Then the cystic wall is a highly refractile membrane which is highly resistant to gastric juice and unfavorable environment. So it can live easily in the. Thank you for watching the video regarding Entamoeba histolytica. I hope that all of you understood. And please don't forget to subscribe our channel, Medification. Now I will ask you some question, only two questions, so at least you will feel confident that at least you know something regarding Entamoeba histolytica. So first question is, which is the main reservoir of Entamoeba histolytica? Option A, man. B. Dirty water, C. Dog, and D. Monkey. What do you think? Okay, the answer is man. And to this, I would like to add one more point. Entamoeba histolytica passes its life cycle only in one host man, not to any other, like it does not transmit. It life cycle ends in only one host man. Then the second question is the infective form of what is the infective form of Entamoeba histolytica? A. Trophozoite, B. Binucleate cyst, C. Quadrinucleate, and D. None of above. What do you think? And yes, the answer is quadrinucleate. Trophozoite will not be the answer because trophozoite is the growing stage of the parasite. Then the binucleate cyst is also not the answer because it is just a morphological form. The trophozoite and the binucleate cyst is a morphological form of the Entamoeba histolytica, but the infective form of the Entamoeba histolytica is quadrinucleate.